Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the table. Today we're going to play a fun little game called Red and Black. It's a betting game and you can play with as many people as you like, but 3 to 5 or 2 to 5 is about right. Each player should have betting chips and then 2 additional chips. They need to be red and black. These aren't actually used for betting, they're used to indicate what each player wants to bet on. Okay, you need a standard set of 52 cards. Once they're shuffled and everybody's happy that they've been cut and whatever, they can start placing their bets. Suppose this first player makes a black bet. They would put the black chip on top, showing. Maybe this player wants to bet on red. They put the red chip on top, showing. And maybe this player also wants to bet on red. Red facing up. After they've done that, they each place their bet. The players would agree on what a maximum bet is, but for simplicity, we're just going to say the maximum bet is 1 chip. Each player places their bet behind the color they're hoping for, and for each round, the dealer is not dealt in. Once the cards are passed and you have a new dealer, the person who was the dealer now participates as the other players are in this demonstration. So, how is this done? The dealer starts off by giving each player 4 face-up cards. What the players are saying by putting their red and black chips up is they're hoping the majority of their cards are going to be the color they're betting on. So this player hoped the majority of their cards would be red. This player, again, hoped the majority of their cards would be red. And this player was hoping the majority would be black. So it turns out that we have 2 players here that have lost because there's no way a 5th card is going to make a majority black. But they still get a 5th card because of how payouts happen. We'll get to that in the next part of this video. This player was betting on red. You can see that the majority here is black. Again, they still get a card because that's going to make a difference on how the payouts happen. This person was betting on red. Now this is a special situation. If they had 3 red cards, they would have automatically won and gotten another card anyway. But in this case, they have an equal number of reds and an equal number of blacks. If a player ends up in this situation before receiving their 5th and final card, they have the option to double their bet. So they bet 1 chip, they might choose to bet 2 chips. They don't have to, it's an option. Okay, and they get their last card, and it looks like it paid off, because now, with a bigger bet, they're going to get paid more. Okay, so let's get into all the different hands and how they're won and lost from the dealers' and the players' perspectives. Let's say this person bet a single chip and they made a red bet. Well, if they had been dealt 3 reds and 2 blacks, then they would have gotten even money. They bet 1 chip, then they would have gotten 1 chip back. Suppose they were dealt 4 red cards, and their hand looked something like this. Mixed up, of course. And they bet 1 chip. Well, now that they have 4 red cards, they would get double what they put down. So they put down a chip, they would be paid 2. If their hand had all red cards, having bet on red, then they would have gotten 4 times their bet. So since they bet 1 chip, they would have gotten paid 4 chips. Now, suppose a player loses. Let's say they bet on red, but the majority came up black. So let's just deal a hand of 3 black and 2 red. Okay. Since this person lost with 3 black cards, they don't pay the dealer. Since this person lost with 3 black cards, they pay the dealer even money. So they bet 1, they lose 1 chip. If this person had lost with 4 black cards, then they would have doubled their losses, and these 3 chips would come to me. They double their bet and give it to the dealer. If this person, who bet on red, lost with 5 black cards, and again, remember the bet is a single chip, which was agreed on by the players, then they would lose 4 times their bet. So they would have to give me 1, 2, 3, 4. and that's how bets are paid out or won. And then once all the bets are paid out, then the cards are reshuffled, passed to the left, and then the next dealer deals the final hand. That's how you play Red and Black.